Hello everybody, good evening guys. It's again Monday, it's Monday evening, it's Monday Racing League time. After last week's race in Austin, Texas, we just crossed the border to Mexico City for a beautiful circuit today, and next week we are going a little bit more south to Brazil. Today we have 36 laps in total, 17 corners, 10 to the right, 7 to the left, 4.3 kilometers track length, 154.9 kilometers race distance, and the current Emerald track record is from Spaghetti from season 5, is a 1:17.657. Let's have a quick look to the driver standings. Spaghetti is leading with 31 points ahead of Myth. On P3 we have Berra. P4 gained 2 positions because of his win in last race in Austin. Salty on P4, P5 Samuku, P6 Nordling, P7 Fredak, P8 Aroble, P9 Yo-Yo, and on P10 we have Bergeret. Let's also have a look to the constructor standings. Mercedes is leading with 82.5 points ahead of McLaren. On P3 we have Alpine, P4 AlphaTauri, P5 gained 1 position Ferrari, P6 Red Bull, P7 Aston Martin, P8 Alfa Romeo, P9 Williams, and on P10 we have Haas. So now let's go for some qualifying action. Well, let's go for the first lap with Yo-Yo today. He did a beautiful podium last time out in Austin, Texas in the last race. Always, I'm down here. Cheers guys. Have lots of fun. These ones are really tricky right-hand corners. Now the most beautiful part of the track here. The S section. Now Yo-Yo is driving through the stadium of Mexico City here. Beautiful venue. Thousands of people are sitting here and watching Yo-Yo driving the Ferrari. So we just have the first lap on the board, a 1:16.773 by Yo-Yo. Let's go to Vister, one of our new drivers. Here it's very easy to invalidate the lap. Just invalidated. Who's on a hot lap? Let's go to Osman. Also new driver in our league. Is from the beautiful island of Mauritius. Yo-Yo parked the car right there. Nicely giving space from one of the Alfa Romeo drivers. Now one final turn. Then we have a lap from Osman. It's a 118.746. I just see that Aroba is on a hot lap. He invalidated. Okay. What's happened here? Okay, let's go to Spaghetti. I just saw that he has a purple sector 1. As you know, purple is the color of the fastest drivers. Purple sector 1, let's see. Sector 2, it's a green. Sector for Spaghetti. Oof, turned in very early and needed to correct a little bit. Going tight to the line and just 200s. Behind Yo-Yo on P2 currently. Let's go to Wolfrin. He went wide there, but he had a green sector 1 and was the fastest of everybody who already has a lap. In sector 2 now, let's see where he's ending up. Wolfin on P3, and we just saw that Yo-Yo improved his lap, now 2/10 faster, not only 200s. Let's go back to Arola. Just started a new hot lap. But a very slow one in the sector 1. You also see that he has no fuel left, and also the ERS lack of 3 to 4%. So I'm sure he's going into pit now. Hitting new soft tires and then go for another run. Let's go to Vister. He invalidated his first lap. Now let's see what he can achieve in the second attempt. Let's hit into the cockpit, down the long straight here to turn 1. Early on throttle, nice one. Taking the arrest and the little straight. Out to the left. And this one is a very tricky corner. Very easy to invalidate, going wide and invalidate lap time. Double right hander, now the beautiful SS section. Might be a beautiful venue here to sit here with thousands of people and watching Formula 1 cars. It's 117.5. So Salty just started his lap, or is starting or finishing his lap. Okay, wow, it's pole position time, provisional pole for Salty. 1:16.443 for the Mercedes driver who won the last race. Beautiful win last time out in Texas, in Austin. Let's go to his teammate Myth, driving on intermediate tires. It's just to check if the car is alright and the gear is working, let's say the wheelbase and the wheel, etc, etc. And of course the brake pedal and the throttle. Spaghetti's again on a hot lap. Let's see, is he faster than last time out? He's a little bit slower, 28.6 in sector 1. Double right-hander here. So we have a yellow sector 1, so slower than his first one, a purple sector 2, so the fastest of everybody. And what's the sector 3 time from Spaghetti? What's the outcome? He's going for a provisional pole 116.014. 4 tenths faster than Salty on his fastest attempt. Let's go to a roadlet. No time on the board for time being. Currently sitting on P9. Today we have again many absences, so 8 drivers can't drive today. Because it's a holiday, I think. Wow! Wasn't perfect going directly into stick new tires and go for the last attempt, so his final lap counts for Robler. Let's go to the good buddy Rapster here in the McLaren. Went for P7 at 118.2. Just quickly check something in Discord, just hold on. Just back. So we just saw, sorry, Spaghetti retiring from the session. So he feels okay with his pole lap time currently. But it's a very early retirement because there are 9 drivers left in the session and everybody can go fast. Let's go to Osman Sedat. ...333 kilometers an hour. So Osman is slightly improving. Now the last turn. It's pedal to the metal. It stays on 118.3. Let's go to GDA. Well, let's go to the first man who starts the final lap here. It's a Roble, no time on the board for time being. Quickly check this one here. Okay. Back to a Roble for his final attempt and also his first time on the board, hopefully. Going extremely wide on turn 1. Just lost the car a little bit, but keep pushing. Looks like Roble has some problems with his setup. Car is sliding around a little bit. Maybe it's better with a full tank later in the race. This section was beautiful, driven by him, but now on to the brakes. Don't invalidate. One more corner, then there's a valid time on the board. P9 at 118.6. Now here with GDA. It just kind of prove a little bit. Next one is going in directly to pit, and what is Wolfram doing going in as well? So we just have Salty in the Mercedes, a yellow time and a green one. Let's see what the outcome is here. Is he going to improve his time? No. Next one on the list is Smith. He's going for provisional pole. Is it pole? Yes, I think it's pole time for Smith in the Mercedes in the final run. It's 1:15.879 from Smith. .4 tenths ahead of Spaghetti McLaren on P2, and then with Ferrari again currently on the podium position on P3. Salty, nice team result for Mercedes in position 4. Wolfram 5, GDA 6, Vista on 7, etc, etc. Smith on P1, Spaghetti on P2, Yo-Yo P3, Salty P4, Wolfram on 5, GDA on 6, Vista on 7, Ripster on 8, Osman Sedat on 9, and Roble on P10. Now the drivers are choosing their strategy here. Is somebody starting on soft tires, the red ones? I think the most of the drivers are starting on medium, and maybe one or the other will start on the hard tires, but let's see later on in the warm-up lap. Currently we do not have any data because we're just spectating here. Now let's go for the warm-up lap quickly. Let's start over here. We just need the full track map, so more or less everything is okay like this. And maybe let's have a quick look to the weather. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I was thinking that it's not accurate until we have started the race. If it's accurate, then it's just like cloudy. Might be good weather for the drivers to drive here in Mexico. So Myth currently sitting on P2 in the standings, just behind Spaghetti. I think it's 31 points. Spaghetti is ahead of Myth, and we do see here again a big fight between them for the driver's title of the Monday Racing League. As you know, Myth is the current champion from Season 6, and Spaghetti want to be the next one here in Season 7. Champion of the Monday Racing League is always a very nice title, because it's a very close field, as you know if you're a regular watcher of the races here. Yo-Yo starting from position 3 into the race. Last time out in Texas, as I said before, he achieved the podium for Ferrari, and Salty won the last race, so also in the mix for the podium here. Not, I would say, also for the win. Nothing is impossible here also for Wolfrin, always having a very good pace, and GDA as well. And hopefully Vista is also having a good race this time, and Ripster hopefully can help a little bit Spaghetti during the race with pit stops and Osman setup, and the Robler on P9 and E10. So let's go for the start to Wolfrin. Salt is approaching on the right hand side. Now let's wait for the 5 lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's out, the way we go, it's pedal to the metal. Let's see if Wolfrin is having a good launch, a little bit slower than the other ones, and you just see Vister. And also GDA has overtaken Wolfrin. No carnage in front. We just see that Spaghetti and Myth already fighting for position 1. Yo-Yo went a little bit wide on the Ferrari, but nothing serious happened here. No damage on my dashboard, and Spaghetti and Myth already too wide into this section here. And a very good start from Salty. We just saw Salty now had a spin and ending up on P10. What a shame. I haven't seen exactly what happened, but I think there was some contact from somebody, and that's why he spun. Otherwise you can't spin there. So Mercedes has some work to do. Also here Roble went a little bit wide. Also very good start from Roble. Let's see the position changes. Smith remains on P1, Spaghetti on P2. GDA gained 3 positions, Yo-Yo lost 1, the podium position on P3, he's now figuring on P4. Then we have a Roble, beautiful start from his side, +5. He gained 5 positions also. Ripster had a good start with 2 gains. And then we have Wolfrim sadly lost 2 positions, and Osman Sedat gained 1. And as we saw before, Salty had a spin, figuring on P5 currently, and on P10 where is Lister? Well, the time board is not correct for time being. I think it needs 1 or 2 sectors to settle in, but we have correct timings also on position 3 and 4. You see that the timings are incorrect. Now let's have a quick look again to the weather. Is it remaining on light cloudy, or is rain approaching? No, it looks like it remains light cloudy, and we just saw that see here, let's think this way here, that Spaghetti is currently leading the Mexican Grand Prix. Currently fastest lap of 1:19.6. Let's check out what the old one is from Spaghetti. It's a 1:17.6. Very close driving here from GDA. He's also very fast driver, and but he often has very bad races. Some mistakes, some crashes, etc, etc. Then he loses the positions, and often also DNF. But maybe it's today his time to go for the first win here in the MondayRacing League. As you can see, 5 positions gained. Let's also check once in a while the tire choices. We have many medium runners. Smith, Roble, Salty and Lister on the soft compound. And there has been something. Okay, we see a Ripster without the front wing. So he's going in for sure for a new front wing into pit, changing his medium tires to hard tires, and then he's hopefully driving to the end with the hard tires. But it's still a long distance, 33 laps to go for Lister on the hard tires. I don't know if he's coming in for another pit stop, but let's see. So we do have green flags again. The drivers can now overtake again. Oof, what happened to Yo-Yo? Thank you. Just forgot to disable the... Just enable it and forgot to disable, but thank you for mentioning. These are the troubles if you have too many things to enable and disable, but yeah. Let's go back to racing. We just see that Spaghetti is very close to GDA within a half a second. Now he has the DRS advantage opening up his rear wing and has some more horsepower. Is he going for the overtake here? He just managed to overtake on this long straight. That's often a very easy overtake here. on this long straight. If you have DRS, you also get DRS on this straight. – 1000, yeah, it's close to 1 kilometer, yeah. And our roller is back. Maybe had some disconnect or something. Currently figuring on position 6. Not steering his car at the moment. Hopefully he's soon back in the car. It still goes to the car, but yeah. And we also see that Vista has a time penalty of 3 seconds because of corner cutting. And I think now GDA is going for the overtake. Attempt to see it here, just flying and overtaking Spaghetti on the main straight. The same thing as Spaghetti did to him in the last lap. Now he's doing the same to Spaghetti. And Yo-Yo is coming in for position 2, fighting for position 2 with Spaghetti here. And Myth is also in the mix. Beautiful driving from these drivers here. Let's go to Spaghetti's rear view camera to see Myth and Yo-Yo fighting for position 3. Well, in this section you can't fight, but later on the long main straight, you know, we maybe see some overtakes now. Let's say on this view, now rear wing open, is Spaghetti going for the overtake here on GDA? He's approaching. And in the back we don't see any overtakes because Myth and also Yo-Yo has DRS. The only driver who hasn't any DRS is GDA in this pack here. And Spaghetti sets a purple sector 1. Let's go here to the fight between Yo-Yo and me. Ah, 3 seconds time penalty for Yo-Yo. Now they need to fight a little bit to catch up to Spaghetti and GDA, because there is a 1.4 seconds gap between Spaghetti and Yo-Yo. Let's see if they can close the gap until they are back on the main straight. Yeah, they are now under 1 second. Maybe Yo-Yo can use the DRS. Yes. He just opened up his rear wing and now trying to catch the front pack GDA and Spaghetti. And Wolfrin is currently figuring out position 5. 6 seconds behind Myth, but 3 seconds clear of Salty. Looks also that Salty has more or less a calm race. For sure you want to close the gap of 2.9 seconds. DRS is starting at the specific line. You need to press a button to open up the rear wing. And also there is a detection point when you're within 1 second behind of the car in front, then you have the right to open up to enable the DRS on the next main street. So here Salt is 2 seconds behind Wolfrin, so Wolfrin or Salt is not able to push the button to open up his rear wing. You see it here, the rear wing is closed. We see it here on the next straight. A big fight is going on between these 4 drivers. Now some are enabling the DRS and Spaghetti's no advantage of DRS. That's why maybe he's for the time being now in position 4. This gives you an extra, I'm not sure, 10 to 20 kph of speed on the long straight. That's why we saw before GDA flying and overtaking Spaghetti on the mid straight. Let's see again here. Sit into the car from GDA. Oof. Beautiful racing, beautiful racing. And if the drivers in the back are fighting for positions, GDA can go for a gap. We're close to 1 second gap now. Well, I think it stays clear, yeah. Let's see the weather forecast. Well, we get even more sun for the next 15 minutes. Clouds are going away. Welcome to Mexico. Tequila time. Now Myth is very close behind GDA, and I think at the end of the straight he's overtaking GDA. And Spaghetti just overtook Yo-Yo. There's also another fight ongoing. We see here Vista right behind Ripster. Now Vista is able to close a little bit the gap with the help of DRS, and on the next straight, now one corner to the right, is again able to enable DRS. The gap is coming down to 0.5, 0.6 seconds. And something happened with Osman. He retires. That's not even a safety car, okay. Now Vista is in within 1 second gap, and is maybe going for an overtake attempt at the end of the straight. As always here in Mexico, it's always the same spot as on the rest of the track. Yeah, you don't have too good options to overtake. Looks like Richter is defending as hell. And here on the front, DRS enabled for 3 drivers. One has no DRS, that's GDA. And we see beautiful fights here between the Ferrari from Yo-Yo and the Mercedes from Myth. But as you see, Yo-Yo has a time penalty of 3 seconds. As it stands now, he stays on position 4. We have again a 3 second for Vista, so 6 seconds in total. He drives like me. I often have here time penalties. GDA is somehow managing to be in front and to create a gap that the other drivers can't overtake on the long main straight. And the next drive from Yo-Yo. Wow, Salty went in for pit and received a 5 seconds time penalty. And Myth overtook... Yo-Yo overtook Myth now. The Salt is going for medium tires now. Let's go back and see. Yeah, I think Myth is coming in this lap. And the others, GDA, Spaghetti and Yo-Yo, stay out a little bit longer than Myth. So we might see some very fast laps at the end of the race. Surely after pit stop. And again, GDA stays in front. Looks like he has a very fast setup for the long straights. It was a good sign for Myth that he's still here in the mix with the softer compound. And already 17 laps on the board. Wow. And Myth went for pit and now on the medium tires, of course. He's trying to do the undercut strategy. Going in first, changing the tires and drive very fast some laps until, yeah, there is some very big advantage, and the drivers coming into pit later on will end up behind him. That's the target of this strategy. And GDA went in for pit as well. So GDA went for hard tires. You see it here, GDA came in later on and is now behind Myth. Close to 2 seconds behind Myth now. And we still have the ongoing fight between Ripster and Vister here. Again, very close to lose his car. The McLaren driver Ripster here. And we do have a new race leader, it's Yo-Yo in the Ferrari. Cars off. Spaghetti went in for pit. And Myth is setting a new fastest lap at 1:18.441. It's a half a second slower than the current track record from Spaghetti. Also Spaghetti on the hard tires. You see now there is a 5 seconds gap between Myth and Spaghetti now. But Spaghetti will have some advantage at the end of the race, because his tires are not burning off too fast. But they are not as fast as the medium tires at the beginning. Now also Yo-Yo came into pit. Back on track right behind Spaghetti. Did I saw correctly, he's using the soft tires. Okay. Why not? We just saw that Myth is has been able to drive 17 laps on soft tires. So we might see some very, very fast times now from the Yo-Yo in the Ferrari. In front we already see that Myth has a 5.1 seconds gap to position 2 GDA. Now we see that Spaghetti tries to escape from GDA. close to 1 second gap, now over 1 second. And later on he needs a closer 4.5 seconds gap to mid. Squeezing out everything from his car. And you see right on the tail from GTA we have Yo-Yo on the soft compound. Well, I didn't know that Yo-Yo has such a good pace here in Mexico. There is a 3 seconds penalty for GTA. And also 5 seconds speeding in pit lane penalty for Ripster. Well, we do have again a 3-way hunting pack. 3 guys are hunting mid for position 1. Ripster, 1 warning on top, or let's say 1 penalty on top. From 5 we do 8 seconds now. And Yo-Yo within a half a second to Spaghetti. I think he's able to do an overtake attempt at the end of the straight. Because if you're more or less within a half second at the beginning of the straight, you're very close at the end. He didn't made an attempt, but there is another chance here on this little straight. And they are closing a little bit the gap to mid, 3.5 seconds now. They gained 1 second. You see the gap is decreasing. We have close to 3 seconds now. And we still have 8 laps to go. So maybe Spaghetti and Yo-Yo are able to catch up to mid and fight for the win at the end of the race. Might be very cool for us as viewers. And also brings in a little bit spice for the Driver Championship title. Because today we are in Mexico, next week we are going to the beautiful track of Brazil, Interlagos. I think this track in Interlagos is one of the most most liked tracks from all drivers. So lap 29 from 6:36 and current standings mid Spaghetti Yo-Yo, GDA Salty, and looks like Salty need to fight for position 5 because he's having a 5-second time penalty, and if Wolfring can catch up 1.3 seconds then position 5 is going to Wolfring. And also here on position 8 you see the long lasting slightly doing a little bit of sightseeing here in Mexico from Vista. Long lasting fight here between Vista and Ripster. And the car in the middle is the Alfa Romeo from GDA. And another 3 seconds for Ripster and Vista. Well, if Yaya is finishing up again on the podium, yeah, then he did a double podium in the last 2 races. The 3rd place in Austin and also 3rd place in Mexico, why not? Sadly, his teammate Degret is not driving today. But at least we do have one Ferrari here in the mix, also for the podium positions. Now the gap between Myth and Spaghetti remains more or less the same. There is plus minus 2.5 seconds and only 5 seconds to go. 5 laps to go. Now it's down to 1.8 seconds, but a slight mistake from Spaghetti went wide. But no warning, and yeah, he lost more or less 2/10 on that corner. Well, if Spaghetti can keep up this pace until the end of the race, then we do have in the final lap some fight for the win here. Because again now a half a second over 1 lap. But I do also think that Myth is a little bit managing the gap. Maybe playing a little bit cat and mouse. And Yo-Yo is slightly falling out of the 1 second gap to Spaghetti, so he has no DRS here. Is he able to close it in the next turns here to have a gap under 1 second to have DRS on the main straight? No, he has no DRS for the main straight. So he's maybe slightly losing a little bit of contact to Spaghetti. And a sad retirement from Vister here in the Haas. He did a very good job figuring on position 8 until he DNF'd. Hopefully he has more luck next time in Brazil, as I said. Regarding tire usage, you see it on the screen, close to 50% from Myth in the front and in the back of his tires, and we have Spaghetti in the front 30% and the rear 38%. So slight advantage for Spaghetti here. for the last 2 laps now. But he needs to drive like a maniac if he wants to overtake Myth on the last lap. Because I think there is only one option to overtake at the end of the long straight at the beginning of the last lap. It's closing the gap to 1.3, 1.4 seconds now. The gap stays more or less the same, so might be a very hard fight for Spaghetti in the last lap here in the Mexican Grand Prix Season 7. It's coming closer and closer. Maybe the race should have 1 or 2 laps more, then Spaghetti would be able to attack Myth and fight for the win here. Well, Spaghetti is fighting also now for the win. It's close to 1 second, under 1 second now the gap. Maybe the tire advantage helps Spaghetti close even more and more and more. And we do have a 3-second time penalty. That's it, no win for Spaghetti today. Might be the winner today. It's most probably it's Myth, unless he's also catching up a time penalty of 3 seconds, and then But a very unlucky moment for Spaghetti to invalidate or to have a warning in the last lap for fighting for the win. But yeah, very close fightings here and some slides. Yeah, why not? So we do have the winner of the Mexican Grand Prix. It's Smith in the Mercedes, ahead of his rival here, Spaghetti in the McLaren. And we do have on position 3 again Ferrari podium, it's Yo-Yo. Then we have on position 4 a very nice driven P4 from GDA in the Alfa Romeo. He was close to a podium position here. He did the fastest lap in the last lap and a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane for Salty. Sadly, he had some contact in the first lap. Now he's finishing on P5. And the driver of the day, GDA. So again, the results: Myth on P1, Spaghetti on P2, Yo-Yo on P3, GDA with the fastest lap of 118.138 on P4. Then we have Salty on P5, Wolfrin on P6, Ripser on P7, Roble in the Ghost Car on P8, and Vister sadly DNF'd, as well as Osman Sedat. Yeah, that was it. Hopefully next week are some more drivers joining for the beautiful track in Brazil. Now let's go to the race director and do some work here for the FIA. Was it? And here as well. Yeah. Now let's go for some interviews as always. Well, just let me know if you have any questions to any of the drivers. We will have Yo-Yo, Spaghetti and Myth in the interviews today. Let's go over here. Hello, Yo-Yo.
Hey.
Again, the same one as last week, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You're finding some very good pace at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, no school anymore, so more time for like sleeping, I guess.
Sim racing, right? Cool.
Sim racing and sleeping, yes.
But there was a very close fight between you and Spaghetti. I don't know if Spaghetti has had the better high speed, or you just wanted to stay
much
behind.
higher speed.
Okay, so you had a different
Yeah,
setup.
Myth and I has high downforce, GDA and Spaghetti did have no downforce.
Yeah, so they went for a fast setup for the straights, and you went for more in the corners, right? Yeah, Why not? Why not? And luckily today there was no rain, so next week it's Brazil. You're joining as well, hopefully.
I hope so.
Why not? No school
There's
anymore.
I should have time, like, but maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you will see, but would be great if you're joining and having some fun in Brazil. I think you also like Brazil, right? I don't know any driver who doesn't like
okay.
Brazil. Just okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okie dokie. So, any last words to friends, family, rivals, Dirkeret,
No.
etc.? No. Okay.
To total less value.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Yo-Yo. See you next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And let's go to the title contrahender Spaghetti, who received a 3-second time penalty in the last lap. What happened, Spaghetti?
That happens to me when I push for too long. I start going off track, finding shortcuts.
Yeah. But was at the end was very close between you and Myth, because I thought, 1 lap more or 2 laps more, then maybe you can go for the win of the Mexican Grand Prix. But I think the strategy from Myth has been a little bit better.
Yeah, he had a good undercut with the 2-lap undercut that he got.
Yeah, it was 2 laps.
I thought I was making good enough progress, catching him up slowly, and getting him, maybe starting a fight in the last 2 laps or something, but then my tires hit the cliff as well. I with my setup, I wouldn't have been able to use the softs like he used the softs.
Yeah, you had a high-speed setup, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would have been all over the place using a Matisse setup. But yeah, it is as it is. Maybe 1 more lap, things could have swung the other way. But I'll take P2.
Yeah, easy. It's just a loss of some points, not a DNF or something. So you're still leading the championship. And how many?
That's the main thing.
How many we have left? Next week it's Brazil. I think you also like Brazil. Everybody likes Brazil. I don't know any driver who doesn't like Brazil. Maybe you're the
very
first
good
one.
Track.
Good track.
How many races are left? 3?
We
I
have
think 3.
Mexico was today, Brazil, then we have something like Las Vegas, so was it?
Yeah, Brazil, Vegas, Abu
Dhabi. So 3 races left, and then we go for F1 24.
Yeah, I don't know. Mattia closed the gap on me today, so I have to just keep
pushing the last 3 races.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna be tough, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Why not try?
Matthia's pushing me hard. He's telling me he's gonna beat me, so he's got confidence.
But you're also pushing Mattia, so it's you're both pushing each other to the maximum.
Yeah, it was some good battles today before the pit stop.
Yeah, and
it was a shame after the pit stop, the race got a bit more boring, I guess.
Yeah,
when you was watching.
yeah, and also that Yo-Yo came into the mix with soft tires, and also GDA at the beginning of the race. He had a very, very good pace. Led also the Grand Prix, and I thought, yeah, maybe we have a new winner in the Monday Racing League. But no, we stay with Spaghetti and so on.
Yeah, I don't know where GDA went actually. He was good. I overtook him and then he kind of disappeared. Maybe with the tires.
Yeah, he had somehow he lost the pace after the pit stop. But
Yeah.
could happen. Maybe he has a different setup and the tires went too hot, etc., etc. You know this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Any last words, as always, to friends, friends, family, friends, fans?
No, just that I need to sleep.
Yeah. How was your race, by the way, the 24 hours?
24 hours, yeah, ups and downs.
Ups and downs?
Yeah, the other drivers had the ups, I had all the downs.
Really? Okay.
No, it's we had good moments and bad moments. I had a few. I had one major incident which set us back quite a lot.
So where you finished finally?
We finished P15 in the end, which was pretty good. When my incident took us back to P35 or something. So yeah, it was a good comeback at the end.
Sounds good. You wanted to achieve, I think, P10.
Yeah, P10 was the target.
Yeah.
We was running in P6 for a very, very long time with Mattia starting and Angelo in the early stints.
Yeah.
And then I came and fucked it up. Yeah.
There's surely another 24 hours race. Otherwise, we do one here in Formula One.
Why not?
Why not some 100% races? But let's see. So I put you back into the meeting room and hope to see you next
Cheers,
week.
Mike.
You're driving next week, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Take care. Bye, Andreas.
See you, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Myth just wrote something. Let me drink and I'll be there. 1 second. Okay. What is the 1 second? Let's just grab him. I'm not sure if he drank already.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mattia. Nice strategy today.
Yeah, it was a good one. I tend to get the right ones, the right strategies most of the times in this game.
Yeah,
I like it strategically.
But Spaghetti came close, maybe 1 or 2 laps more than I think there would be a fight for the win. But today, with your strategy and also you managed somehow the tires very well. You had 50% of usage of the medium tires at the end, over 50%.
Yeah.
You realized that, or you realized, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I would honestly could have boxed one up earlier, to be honest.
Okay.
I think Andreas didn't make the right call. It was 1 second ahead of me when I boxed.
Yeah.
I gave a 7 seconds undercut.
Yeah.
Obviously hards are low pace, so just had to recover from there. I was not pushing that much in the first laps with mediums.
Okay. But was again beautiful to see also with GDA and Yo-Yo, 4 drivers fighting for the win in the first state of the race, and somehow GDA disappeared, and sadly.
Yeah, he also took the fastest lap.
At the end, he took the fastest lap, but I was hoping for another not another winner than you, Mattia. Don't get me wrong, but another driver, maybe GDA or somebody else in the interviews and so on. But there is still 3 races left. Next race is Brazil. I think you also like it. Yes, I hear it. You like it, huh?
Yeah, I do. It's not my fastest. I like the track.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, that you like the track. We have then Las Vegas. is coming as next after Brazil, and then the final race. Hopefully, who is deciding the championship between you and Spaghetti? Let's see. That's Abu Dhabi. Any last words to your friends, fans, family, fans, rivals, etc., etc.?
I don't know. Can you give me a hint? I don't know.
Hint.
Yeah, give me. Let me sound something to someone.
Learn some strategy stuff for Spaghetti.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Read the fucking strategy book. Something like that. So thank you,
that will be
Mattia.
enough. That will be enough.
Then I put you back into the meeting room and hopefully see you next week. Take care, Mattia.
Okay, see you.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Mike. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit, and hopefully see you next week. Have a good week. Take care and bye-bye.